Tell us who you are and what it is that you and your organization does.
Well, I'm part of a three-generation Marine Corps family. My father was a Marine who served in Vietnam. As you heard in my story, I served in Afghanistan as a Marine, and then my son Hunter is a Marine in Afghanistan right now, and so it's something we're very proud of. But with that has come, at least me and my father, and I'm praying my son doesn't. But we suffered some of the hardships of battle and came home and struggled. As you heard in the video, I struggled with post-traumatic stress disorder. I made an attempt to take my own life during the darkest time. Almost lost my family in a divorce. And on the other side of it, some amazing people helped me. My wife, a mentor named Steve Toth, stepped into my life and helped me get through the hardships I had faced. And I had tried everything. I tried pills, I tried counseling, I tried different programs. None of those things worked. And this man, Steve Toth, introduced me to restoration of my faith, to a relationship with Christ, mentored me for a period of about a year, and my life was radically changed. I found restoration in my marriage, in my home, in my brokenness. I found restoration in just my life moving forward. I found hope, and I found purpose moving forward. And that purpose was to share what I had discovered with others. And we started the Mighty Oaks Foundation, really just as a pay it forward effort.
What is the status of really veterans returning home right now? I mean, it's an issue that I feel like we talk about a lot in politics. I mean, we want to look out for our veterans. We want to make sure that their care is there for them. I mean, the only reason why I'm allowed to appear on this talk show tonight and have this conversation with you is because of the sacrifices that people like you and other veterans made. I mean, so often they're taken for granted, but it seems like sometimes when individuals return home from, I mean, most recently Iraq and Afghanistan, but every war for that matter, it seems that the support may fall off a little bit. What is the status of veteran care right now in the United States? Would you say it's sufficient, or do you think that there's very much so strides to make in that effort?
No, it's failing. We have 23 million veterans in America, and in the war on terror, which has been 20 years now, it's taking its toll. We have a divorce rate on many bases of up to 80% of divorces. Suicide rates are still at over 20 suicides per day. 20 suicides a day, every single day, which is completely unsatisfactory. And even one a day is. And then the active duty suicide rates have quadrupled in some components of the military, particularly in the special operations part of the military. And then you have diagnosis of PTSD at a rate of about 30 to 40%. These are guys who are just struggling in silence and having panic attacks and just really dealing with some difficult things.
We have a lot of viewers who are themselves veterans, and this issue is very much so prominent within the community. What's a quick piece of advice that you'd have to some of our viewers who are maybe going through something that you went through in the past?
Just to never fight alone. Most of the times when we're going through things like we go through when we come home, we feel alone. We feel like no one can relate to us, no one cares, and we try to handle these things ourselves. And there's probably no more a bigger recipe for disaster and isolation and trying to handle it yourself. And you don't have to. You weren't meant to. People out there love you and care for you. And there's organizations like Mighty Oaks can reach out to us anytime. Our programs are totally free. Amazing group of people in our staff that are there to care for you and just help you go forward. Travel for our program is covered too. And so you simply apply at mightyoaksprograms.org and we'll take care of them.
That's right. Chad Robichaux from the Mighty Oaks program. Once again, thank you very much for your service. Happy Veterans Day, and thank you for joining us tonight.
Veterans Day. God bless.